Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Lacey. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Odom. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The run inside. It's Lacey. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Taylor wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Smashes ahead. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defense defensive backs come up, and they are physical, and they stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Motion from the wideout. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's McAllister. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Grabs it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might as well stick with him. There's a crease. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one.
Oh, he's got some space. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Odom. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Clark. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Here comes the heat. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Just keep slinging it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines, the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Rushes on him. He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about being completely oblivious to the rush, standing in, delivering the football, and taking the big hit?
And everybody's going, yeah, I'm sure that's easy. Well, you do it with all those big boys breathing down your neck with bad intentions. They want to rip your head off, but you're just going to hang in there. You're going to stay calm, deliver the pass. Great job, great effort.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. They're working that left side. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Cunningham. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Lacy. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback keeper. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Taylor wants to throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Escapes the pressure to his right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Tigers who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Anderson will throw. This time on target. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. The short hands. It's McAllister. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The run inside. It's Lacey. Breaks the tackle.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Makes the grab. It's Odom. He breaks a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the score.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Powers through the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Anderson wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
defense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
Switch it. Go.
Looking for room. It's McAllister. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This defense has played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number one was stopping that great running back. And not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
Here's a heat, and he never had a chance. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Handoff for Jarrett. Pickup of 5 is now second and 5.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Taylor wants to throw it. Keeps it. But he can't get away again. And down he goes. And the trickeration is not so tricky.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
After that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a two-possession game.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. Unleashes one deep. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Running to the left. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Sellers. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
To the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Right.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Anderson wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. release on the RPO. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Runs through a tackle.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.